Dunkin' favorites. You can get 2 egg and cheese wake-up wrap sandwiches for $2. 2 sausage, egg, and cheese wraps for $3. 2 bagels with cream cheese.
This is Dr. Gibson, and doing a little bit of philosophical thinking today. And Tim McGraw's video and CD prompted this conversation. And his video was "Live Like You're Dying." And it talks about a man's journey in the mid-40s, and he was living rather bulletproof. And suddenly he faces cancer and doesn't know how to deal with it. After some contemplation, he decides that he's going to spend the rest of his life as if he were dying. So the words, I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I rode a bull for 2.76 named Fu Manchu, I loved deeper, and I gave forgiveness when I wasn't deserved. And I think we should all try to, particularly in this day of pandemics, all keep our big three in place: our faith, our family, and our friends. And if we live like we were dying, we wouldn't waste a second. We would sleep soundly, we would eat healthily, and we would give generously to those who need some help. One of the nicest feelings I receive is just going into a discount store, a Target, a Walmart. I like Dollar General stores, I like dollar stores, I like Ollie's. And then find a family, maybe a mom with a couple of small kids, maybe a dad and a mom with more kids than they can handle. And you can tell that they're they're buying very carefully. And so I just pick one of them out, and then I follow them up to the cash register, and I ask the gentleman, if it's a gentleman or if the lady, I say, ma'am, do you mind if I purchase these items for you and your children? And the joy that they get is only exceeded by the joy that I give. Doing something unexpected. Did it make a difference in my life? Not monetarily, but I can tell you this. It's always a feeling that you just know that it's appreciated because of the unexpected. And it was not deserved. And that's how God talks with us. He gives us a gift of eternal life. And you don't have to do anything for it. You just ask for it. And He gives you eternal life. Not deserved, but it's a totally free gift. So at this time of pandemics, and so many people are covering with masks and concerned about what their future is going to hold, I suggest to you, put your priorities in order. Your faith, whatever that faith may be. I'm not one of those guys that says you got to be a Baptist, you got to be a Presbyterian, you got to be a Muslim, you got to be a Taoist. As long as we know that there is something greater and deeper that controls our world, then you and I are good. I can't do much with atheists, but I can work with agnostics. But I want you to know that living like you were dying and focused with your faith, your family, and your friends is a really, really good way to live. Big shout out to my financial advisor, Lee Larson, and my CPA, Larry Powers, who have lifted the burden. I'm retiring, and I'm going to focus on the naturopathy clinics. And I'm going to run for governor in 2024. And we're going to build these newspapers out. We're going to have 100 of them, digital newspapers, published once daily. Each county will have one, and we will curate them. And we got 2.5, 3 years to comb this state from stem to stern and to make a difference. So always try naturopathy. Don't forget, I'm a pretty good currency trader, and we're going to run thenosbigs.com. Chat me up at TryNaturopathy.com if you want any details about anything we do. And we're always looking for naturopathy physicians, traditional naturopaths, and naturopathic technicians. So take care, and we'll talk to you soon.